Color is the magic that makes our house feel like a home. It creates the memories and the mood. If you're wondering what we learned last year about color and where it's all headed this year, stay tuned because we're diving into some of the biggest trends and color palettes that will really shape your home this year. Sometimes we all just 2025 was a year where we saw colors that made us want to feel, and that feeling was mostly calm. Think grounded browns and soft neutrals that really created spaces built around calm and stability. A lot of the colors we saw last year were all about having homes that felt balanced, restorative, and had a quiet expressiveness. Warm neutrals and soft blues could be seen over everyone's Pinterest boards last year. These weren't just pretty colors, but they were really tools to make everyone in their homes feel that they had an opportunity to reconnect with their spaces. So where does that leave us for this year? Like all color stories, there's an emotionality to it. If last year's color story was all about using neutrals to create soothing spaces in our homes, this year is definitely leaning more towards creating spaces that we can express ourselves in with confidence. We can see this in colors like Glidden's Color of the Year, Warm Mahogany. Nothing says that you're comfortable expressing yourself like this warm, rich, grounding red. It's a color that's really bold without being too overwhelming and perfect for someone looking for a way to express themselves this year in their space. Equally expressive is a color like Bear's Hidden Gem. This smoky jade really does bring mystery to your space. It makes any guest wonder, what's the story you're looking to tell this year? We're also seeing colors this year that really do look to invoke comfort in the home. Valspar's Color of the Year is a soft, nature-inspired green, Warm Eucalyptus. It's perfect for people looking to create a sense of restoration and well-being in their homes this year. You can also find a way to add comfort to your space using Ferrum balls, heritage reds, and terracottas this year. And adding it to your space really does evoke feelings of warmth and coziness in your home. Whether it's nature-inspired greens or soulful deep reds, don't be afraid to express yourself boldly in your home this year with these color palettes. If last year was all about feeling grounded and calm in your space, this year is all about feeling restored in your space and inspired. And while this year's color palettes have tons of greens, which isn't necessarily new over these past few years, I'm actually really excited to find ways to use Sherwin-Williams Clove and Benjamin Moore Silhouette. Both of these have this quiet depth to them, so that while they're darker colors, think espresso meets charcoal, so that brown and gray mix that's more deep than just brown, but not quite black. It actually can play well in a number of spaces. Whether you're thinking of using it in a place like your bathroom or your bedroom, I think you have a lot of opportunities to use it in spaces. You could even color drench an office if you want to make something feel really moody. So how can you use these colors in your space this year? Well, first, don't feel any pressure to use just the colors that were released. I only mentioned a few in this video, but there are actually tons of other companies out there with their own 2026 palettes that you might find inspirational. And one thing about making sure that you take what might be trending, but really make it timeless in your space, is to remember what really speaks to you. Not every color is going to suit your design project goals this year. And honestly, you don't have to like any of the colors that came out for 2026. It's just inspirations of where you want to go in a different color direction. If you like a color like Sherwin-Williams Mauve Finery this year, which is this kind of subdued but sophisticated muted mauve, but you're not really sure if you want to see it all over your walls, feel free to look for other colors that either skew more in depth, more in brightness, or light reflectiveness that you might find a little more inspirational. First things first, you always want to start small. Think of a small footprint in your space like your powder room and go for something like Hidden Gem. It's rich, it's bold, it's kind of in your face, but you don't have to feel like it's so overwhelming. And whether you're doing a whole house color refresh or just looking to express yourself a little bit more in one space, start out with a neutral sample base, meaning something as white as a white sheet of paper, and adding your sample to that and testing it in natural light, artificial light, day and at night. You'd be surprised what undertones are on your existing wall color, and all that goes away when you use a paint sample that's on a white, pure white background. And day and night really can affect on how much you love or hate a new paint you're trying out. And there's no shortage of neutrals this year, so if you really liked what last year offered from color palettes of those warm, inviting neutrals, continue that theme with some of the colors from this year. Or bring in more natural inspired colors like Warm Eucalyptus so that you really have that inviting, natural feeling balanced space. And even if you don't have an immediate paint project in scope for this year, and add them to other places. Accent pillows, floral arrangements you keep in your home, even artwork. I hope this information helped, and hope you have fun looking at what color themes pop up for you this year. You know, choosing color can feel overwhelming, so feel free to jump over to our website and check out some of our resources about color selection, painting, and overall how to take the overwhelm out of choosing colors. Color should be fun, so don't be afraid to try out something new this year. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.